Okay, I kind of carved the one around it already a little bit, but let's do the other one, show you what I did. Sorry, I ran out of tape. I forgot to empty the recorder out. Okay, here we go. We're going to do a little center line so we know where to go here. You can see this is all out of proportion. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our knife and we're going to just start. This really needs to come off anyway. Okay. And what I usually do is down to this way first. Okay. So we're going to try to round it where it should be rounded, and then round this off. Now the grain is kind of against me here, and I don't know why, but just the way it worked out. Okay, so you're going to just try to round off the bottom, then match the top to go with it. Oops. Alright, just like so. Same thing here. Alright, I have another corner here to go. Now if it's a little long, it's okay, don't worry about it. You can always cut it down. If it's too short, it's not good either. So I'd rather have it a little bit longer than too short. Alright? Try to match everything around. And it doesn't look quite right. See, that's completely off right there, so let me take that off. Okay. Alright. That was a little longer than that one, that's okay. And that's because I was trying to get rid of that little bandsaw mark I had in there before. Really should be shorter, so we're going to just hack some of this off yet. Two weeks ago I was in Walmart, and this is 2 weeks before our Thanksgiving, if you're listening to the tape, and they had Christmas music already playing. Boy, they keep rushing it every year, don't they? But we do it all year long too, I guess, with the ornaments and stuff, and plus it takes time to put things together. And you know, really when I start doing ornaments and things for sale, they're usually, I start sometimes in January of the following year. I just keep adding to whatever I have, and I'm going to cut this down a little bit. See how I twist and turn when I do this? It's just easier. We're going to bring this down a little bit. You can take it to your bandsaw if you want and chop it off. But you can do it this way too, it's just as easy. There we go. Alright, getting it down there a little bit. A lot of cutting on this project, so it will teach you a lot about the way the grain runs and such. Alright. Alright, now, I'm trying to go from memory here, and I'm going to bring this one down a little bit too. Let me just spray it. It makes it a little bit easier. I don't think these things will check anymore or split. Let me just do that here. See the difference? Alright, almost down to where I want it to be. I'm just doing it back here so I can see it just a tad better. Alright, that's probably where I want it to be. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to round off the top here a little bit, because they all have that little rounded edge at the top of the ball. And like I said, you had that little spring thing that went in there, and then they had this little like wavy thing that went around. So I'm going to try to do a little, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight across first. And see how I'm using my knife to make a straight cut? I'm just following my, you can put it on with a pencil too, it's up to you. Alright. It should come out pretty well where I started. There we go. That's how I make my straight lines a lot of times. And then I'm just going to undercut, use a very fine, and cut it underneath. Alright, I'm going to go from the top down. I don't think I'm going to make it that wavy line. That'd be a little bit too difficult for a beginner to figure out. This is that little cap that they put over top. Okay. It's amazing that stuff you can figure out what to carve. You know, it's a tremendous amount of fun. Okay. Alright, that's our, you can see the difference there. We're just going to bring that in a little bit, just clean it up a little bit. And that's really important to have a little fine little knife if you have one. Okay. You don't have a detail knife, it's important to find one. So you can get into little areas like this. Alright, and what you're going to do, alright, we'll do the other one, make the other one a little bit, something doesn't look right on him. I don't know what it is. It's not, alright, there we go. This has to come down a little bit, yeah. Again, this is what you do, you eyeball it, alright. Let's put a little, I'll be right back.